This week's episode of The Amazing Nerdiverse is brought to you by The Millennial's Guide to Getting Your Shit Together, written by Katie Hogan.
Are you overwhelmed by adulthood?
Do you wish someone would teach you the difference between a 401k and a Roth IRA without using confusing industry jargon?
Do you want to learn how to ask for a raise and also keep the spice alive in your relationship?
Yeah, I think we all do.
Well, you should probably read The Millennial's Guide to Getting Your Shit Together by financial planner and comedy writer Katie Hogan.
It's a collection of humorous and informative essays on money, careers, and relationships.
It's the answer to your quarter-life crisis, and it's available now on Amazon in both Kindle and paperback form. Also, be sure to subscribe to her podcast, Get It Together with Katie Hogan, and follow her on Twitter at GetItTogether20.
And now, another fine edition of The Amazing Nerdiverse!
Yay!
Quiet, you.
Uh-huh. Hello and welcome to the Amazing Nerdiverse. I'm Jeff Grantz.
I'm Steven Zugert.
This is the podcast where we talk about all things education. We talk about the education system and how great a job it's doing. You see examples of it every day, everywhere you go. Yeah, everyone knows math.
Social studies.
Yeah, we all know. We have a complex knowledge of the history of the United States and the world.
Polar bears.
Yeah. I took the polar bears class. I aced it. No, this is the podcast where we talk about all things good and geeky that make up the Amazing Nerdiverse, like movies, TV shows, comic books, video games, which we'll talk a bit about today because we have a special guest with us. Chris Parsons is with us.
Oh, hey guys. It's good to be here.
Chris Parsons is going to be coming on board the AmazingNerdiverse.com to write some video games. He's going to be our video game correspondent and write some articles and stuff like that.
I get a budget for this, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I've been living off of Steam sales in the gutter for the last 2 years.
All you have to do is just set aside a portion of your weekly paycheck for your regular job, and then that's your budget for this.
Go ahead and just charge them all to your credit card.
Yeah.
And give us the receipts.
I took credit card class on how that works.
And just give us the receipts, and then just assume that we took care of it.
Yeah.
That's what I do with my cards now.
It'll all work out. He gives Steven all his receipts.
Yeah.
I'm in crippling debt. All right. So first up, before we jump into like the news and all that fun stuff, I wanted to touch on just a couple of real quick thoughts, like on a couple of things I saw recently. Some like quick little mini reviews. I saw Blade Runner 2049, like before it came out, all that stuff.
You saw it?
At a press screening. Yeah, I saw it, and then I just never did anything about it. Never did a review.
Oh, wow.
Or
I didn't even know
I didn't have to review. I didn't have to review it for Heroic Hollywood. Somebody else had already reviewed it, so I just saw it, and then I never got around to reviewing it. But I just want to say my quick thoughts. I loved it. I watched the final cut of the original movie the night before, or whatever. Just refresher.
What's it about?
Blade Runners.
Yeah, there's androids, and when they go
That wasn't annoying.
Have you seen Blade Runner?
No, that's why I asked what it's about. And you both go, Blade Runners.
Blade Runner is set in the future.
Dude running around with a knife?
Whoa, have you seen Battlestar Galactica?
Yes.
Okay. So
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
That's a nerd.
I was surprised by her.
So remember Cylons, right? It might be a people. Who knows?
Yeah, like they're like replicants.
Okay.
They are They're like androids that act everything like people, and they're supposed to be decommissioned and everything at a certain point, and they're outlawed on Earth after a couple things go wrong. So.
They get administered the Turing test. It's Philip K. Dick. He's into the sci-fi stuff. So you series of questions to make sure whether they're actually a people or not, and you're looking for emotional responses and things like that a machine couldn't emulate. Yeah. And then he just cuts their head off with a battle axe. Mm-hmm. I think I didn't watch the final cut. I watched battle axe cut.
Yeah. So basically, Deckard in the first movie, Harrison Ford's character is just like an LAPD cop. This is his specific job. They're called Blade Runners, and they kill replicants and stuff. They hunt them down. And the second movie is Ryan Gosling is the Blade Runner. I really enjoyed the new movie. It was a little long. It was like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and that was a long one. But that was really my only complaint. Like I enjoyed it throughout. I thought it was a really good sequel to it was like a good follow up to the original, which is crazy, like 35 years later, because like it's rare to get like those really solid sequels and stuff. We're seeing that happen more and more now. These like sequels coming out years and years and years after the original. But I thought it did a good job of like, it fit into the universe of the original, but it kind of told its own story. It didn't just like remake the original film like today like they always do. Like like that was the comic to play was The Force Awakens. Yes, Chris, you raised your hand.
Have you seen the animated? I think it's Blade Runner 2039 or something. It's a different year. It's an in between that was released a week or two ago.
Really? Yeah. No, I haven't seen that. I heard something that was something that got released that I didn't watch it yet. Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
I'm gonna check it out. Have either of you seen Blade Runner yet?
No.
2049?
No.
I don't have a press pass.
Yeah, we don't all have press passes.
It's out in theaters.
I don't have $10.
I would have invited you, but I couldn't bring anybody. It was just me.
That sentence quickly changed from I could only bring one person to I could...
No, like I was gonna say I can only bring one person, like me. Like I can only bring myself.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I went down that path, but yeah, I could only come by myself. So
we all have that problem sometimes.
All right, so yeah, overall I loved it. It was a little long, like you said. Great performances and stuff, but the best thing about the good thing is the trailers didn't give away too much, and it's best to go into this movie not knowing much about it, and the trailers do a good job of not telling you too much about it.
Do I need to see the first one?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Like, I think you probably could just kind of understand what's going on without seeing the first one, but the first one's really good, and like this one does a great job of just kind of piggybacking off of that.
On that note, and to keep you from being spoiled, because you should watch it, it's a great piece of sci-fi.
Yeah.
There is an ambiguity to the end of the first one. Is that resolved in this one?
The director said that he wanted to kind of preserve all the elements of the original film in order to, not like tarnish the original. Yeah. Like, and a lot of times, like in sequels and stuff, you would see them come in, they would definitively answer a question like that.
It's my story now.
Yeah.
Philip K. Dick be damned.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was great. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 just because it was a little too long, man. That's your score too?
I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 battle axes?
Yeah, 9 out of 10 blades.
All right, so
running around.
So we talked about Blade Runner. One more thing I want to touch on. Fuck Inhumans. All right, let's
Parsons
jump in.
doesn't know what you're talking about, and I don't care.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes of Inhumans and
really good.
Fuck that show.
Is that the one about the Marvel teenagers?
No,
that's the Runaways. We watched the trailer for Inhumans. Should be good. It's based on a really great comic book run from Marvel, and it's the same guy who did Iron Fist, who proved he doesn't really know much about the comic world and stuff with Iron Fist.
Do you have Netflix?
And proved that
I couldn't finish Iron Fist.
Wait, you have Netflix?
Yeah.
You know The Flash is on Netflix.
Okay. Is it a Netflix
I
original?
thought The Flash was like your favorite.
Yeah. Not to watch. Just to pretend to be when I run around in my onesie.
Oh, you're annoying.
But yeah, it's terrible. Don't watch it.
Flash?
No,
No.
Inhumans.
Flash is
Inhumans
amazing. I cry every episode.
Flash is really good. It's like my favorite comic book TV show, and there's so many good ones. But it's my favorite. Like, it's a comic book come to life every week.
Yeah, it's magical.
Inhumans is a comic book just pushed down and kicked around for like an hour every week.
This is what you deserve.
Yeah, you asked for this. All right. Do you want to introduce the game part of it now? What you got over there? You got the Marvel and Star Wars trivia cards.
Yeah, I got Marvel cards with trivia, and I got Star Wars cards with trivia.
Which
now,
one
what
you gonna
trivia
do?
is?
So Star Wars is DC, right?
No. You don't want to do this as like a straight up game. You want to like intersperse.
Well, I figured we can just throw them in there, throughout. Just keep everybody on their toes and engaged.
Someone's about to fall asleep. Oh, is that another Marvel question? My goodness.
Yeah.
So we'll.
Because it's not like a structured game like
Hanks but no Hanks.
Hanks but no Hanks. It's just you're gonna be picking random trivia questions, right?
All right, I'm gonna keep score at the end of the show.
Yeah.
We'll see who won.
Okay.
Is this a who's line kind of score, or you're actually tallying?
I'm just thumbs up and frowny faces. And...
do the points matter?
Yes and no. It'll depend on whether or not I'm annoyed.
Are we gonna do fucking half points again?
No, 1 or 2 points.
Well, who gets the sandwich from your lunchbox?
Where do you think you are?
Oh, Scrubs flashback.
All right. What you got?
Star Wars question.
All right, Star Wars question
for Parsons.
Oh,
okay.
Wait, you know a lot about Star Wars.
I know some things.
Okay, so are we stealing?
Yeah, you can steal.
But it's after I fail.
Yeah,
right. You don't get to just jump in.
they all have most of them have multiple choice, like out of 3.
Yeah.
So it's either 50-50 if they miss. So just all right. If we get it on the first one, instead of doing the half point bullshit, if you get it the first time, 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
If you get it after in a steal, you get 1 point.
Okay.
Can we trade points for smiley faces?
No. All right. The guest is going to go first. Parsons.
Hey.
For 2 points. Of whom was Darth Vader speaking when he said, "He will join us or die"? Is it A,
You don't even
Yoda?
have to say them.
B, Han Solo, C,
Everybody knows.
Luke Skywalker, or D, Chewbacca?
Did you say Chewbacca? Well, even though Chewbacca is very strong in the Force and a target of Darth Vader and Palpatine when they were trying to convert people to the dark side, in this instance, he was talking about Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, you're correct.
That was a really,
About the Chewbacca thing?
That was a really easy.
Pulled that part out of my butt.
2 points.
Chewbacca's the little green
This is
guy.
like the kindergartner edition.
If I can answer all of these from that YouTube rap.
Grantz.
Yeah.
Most issues of Marvel Team Up featured what superhero working with another member of the Marvel Universe?
Most issues featured this one character working with various other characters.
Yes.
Okay.
There's no multiple choice.
Spider-Man?
Yes.
See, the thing I love about when he does games, he gets mad when we get him right. Like he gets
Oh, he just
annoyed.
wants us to fail?
Yeah,
You
like
want other people on your level.
he's one of those
Sorry,
one
but
of
this is
those
the winner
great
side of the
game
table.
show hosts that
I'm 1 in a million.
yeah, he just gets pissed. Like Alex Trebek, you know, how he always just
Like if
scoffs
like
when they
anytime
get it
on
right.
Jeopardy, like if a contestant got something wrong, Alex Trebek just
well, who is Spider-Man? Yeah.
I mean, I guess Parsons. Who was a slimy, double-crossing, no-good swindler? A, Luke Skywalker. B, Han Solo. C, Darth Vader. Or D, Boba Fett.
Like, this isn't real, right? Are you pulling from the kindergarten side?
All right, fucko, you want to get harder? Who portrayed General Reichman?
Oh, jeez.
A, Oliver Maguire. B, Kenneth Cawley. C, Mark Jones. Or D, Bruce Boa.
So you're still reading the easy ones.
Are you serious right now? It's Kenneth Cawley.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's Kenneth Cawley.
Well, you fucked it up because now you didn't get any points. Grantz, would you like to steal for 2 points?
For that question?
Yeah.
I'll steal the first one.
No, you can steal this question since you're both mouthing off.
It's A, obviously.
It's not A.
What was A? No, say
You know
the
what?
name.
You go ahead and deduct
No.
a point.
From who?
You each have 1 point now
Yeah, I'll take that.
because you annoyed me.
All
Grantz.
right, let's move on to the news. Oh no, I get one more.
Yeah, you get one more
Okay.
and then we're moving on.
Is he doing Star Wars and I'm doing Marvel?
Yeah.
But we'll both get a chance to do
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
ones if we fail.
Who was not one of the worthy serpent generals during the Fear Itself storyline? Grey Gargoyle, the Rhino, or Atuma?
Atuma.
No, stupid.
Grey Gargoyle.
No.
Is it seriously the Rhino?
Yeah, it was the Rhino.
Rhino's really worthy.
Let's move on to the news.
All right,
You each have only 1 point.
good. All right, move on to the news from the Nerdiverse. All right, so
Give
there
myself a point.
Good sass there, Steve. Here's a point.
All right, so there were a ton of new trailers that came out in the past 2 weeks since me and you have sat down and done a news episode of the podcast.
I haven't seen any of them.
You were literally right here when we watched every single one of these.
Are you sure it was me?
Yeah, we watched a lot of Alanis Morissette.
Yeah,
Some Fiona Apple songs.
you ought to know. You were right here. All right. Okay, so we'll start with the big one. Star Wars: The Last Jedi was probably the biggest trailer that dropped. What were your thoughts on the Star Wars trailer?
Hated it. I'm just kidding. It was really good. Go ahead, Parsons.
There's a lot of bait and switch going on in this trailer, right? They're trying to forge some scenes that, they shoot him there. She's going to join the dark side. Who's going to do what?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff like that in there, but I'm okay with that. Just I'd rather it be the case than
too much reveal.
Yeah, well then watch the movie and go, oh, all that stuff is exactly what you thought you were being led to believe in the trailer.
But are they doing it where a lot of it is a bait and switch, but there's one thing that's no, this is what this is.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's a good point. Because okay, I mean, let's talk about. I mean, there were 2 big moments. Was there another moment that was a
Big moments. I feel like Kylo Ren looking like he's gonna blow up Leia
Yeah.
is kind of a big moment.
Help me find my place.
Right.
Yeah. So those two.
Luke saying to her, like, I'm no part of this.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, the last one is...
Kind of a fuckhead.
not gonna lie, he's a little bit of a prick.
Yeah. He's scared. Like, he's nervous about her power. And he was talking about, I've seen somebody with this raw, untapped, like, kind of power before. And presumably he was talking about...
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
From the first question.
Yeah. Yeah, presumably he's talking about Kylo Ren. I mean, I would assume that's the case, because, like, I mean, the only other Jedis, they were all, like, well beyond him at that point. They didn't have, like, untapped potential or anything. It was all tapped out at that point. It was all old men.
Do you think that, like, in the course of the movie they'll switch, like,
No.
Rey will become on the dark side and Kylo Ren's gonna try to
No.
switch over? No? I'm wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's what's going on. Right. So this is Disney we're talking about now.
Right.
So they're building the empire of, Disney. It's going to be very concurrent with what's going on in the movies and everything. But they're selling toys. And you can't market villain to the little girls if you're trying to open up that demographic into toy sales.
Oh, why not?
Well, who's going to want to be the villain at Halloween?
Well, what? A lot.
Yeah?
Harley Quinn?
I was Darth Vader.
No, little girls, not teenagers.
Well, I don't know. When you were a kid, did you like villains at all?
No, I was well adjusted. Did you ever just, like, crack a mouse's spine or anything?
Jesus Christ.
I was Darth Vader as for Halloween.
Yeah, but you're pretty messed up, though.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be like the good guy because I'm not a bad person.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was all, like, other than that, as I talked about last week, I was like every other, like, horror, like, villain, like Freddy Krueger. And I wouldn't actually... I used the one example I wasn't. No. I was like Michael Myers or Jason or the killer from Scream.
Did you do this to yourself?
Like, when you were 8, you were like, I'm going to be...
Yeah, Mom, let me be that bomber guy.
It's a little
Probably Darth Vader when I was about that young. But then, like, later when I was a little older, like 9, 10, 11, yeah, it was all those... Like, 14, 15, 16, 17.
He's
like,
answering a lot of questions.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Why? Candy's candy, man. They give it out to everybody.
Yeah, but you're, like, threatening to, like, hurt people.
Yeah, 17-year-old with knife hands.
It's Halloween. It's
No.
Everyone
8-year-old
dresses
with
like
knife
horror.
hands is the problem.
He was just saying when he was 16.
No. He said when he was, like, younger, like...
Yeah.
5.
Huh?
Walking around with, like...
Hey, give me a candy, I'll cut your throats.
Yeah.
Play me out.
I don't know. You say well adjusted, I say a little bitch. So we kinda... Okay. So any other thoughts on the Star Wars? Luke is scared.
Does anybody care about these porgs?
Right.
A lot of people do.
This is more of the Disney Empire stuff, right?
Yeah.
That toy's going to sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like, I don't care.
No, it's not for you.
You
Jar
might
Jar
like him in
Binks
the movie,
wasn't
though.
For you.
Jar Jar Binks was for no one.
He was for children's.
I mean, look.
Eh.
This whole franchise has a history of these kind of things.
Yeah,
These, like,
Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just these silly things that they're meant for kids. But, like, just because they're cute, adorable little creatures doesn't mean they're going to be bad. It just depends on how they're used in the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I don't think they're going to... I mean, even Ryan Johnson said they're not going to be, like, super prominent in there.
Did Finn look like he was wearing, like a Jedi outfit? Or was he just wearing, like, dark clothing?
It's just dark clothing.
Yeah?
He had a
Oh,
vibroblade,
Finn?
right?
No, he was wearing, like, the Empire... Like, he's infiltrating the
Gotcha.
Empire. Like, I think he's on, like,
Okay, that makes more
covert
sense.
thing. I think I saw an image of him with the hat.
He's just walking in like, you got a trash compactor I need to deal with? Yeah, come on in, friend.
I hope that when he's, like, back with the lightsaber, he's still just swinging it like
Nah,
a baseball bat.
Vibroblade.
Yeah, it's the thing that... Remember the
Like the shock troopers had him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember the guy that's like, traitor, and, like, whips that thing out? It's one of those.
Those are the
Okay.
precursors to lightsabers.
And toys.
Yeah.
No, and Knights of the Old Republic. And the Extended Universe novels.
Nerds.
Did you read the Extended Universe
I
novels?
read a few of them. There's a,
I only read the Thrawn stuff. As far, but like since Disney bought Lucasfilm, like
it's all gone.
it's all it's all does. But they have canon stuff now, and I've read most of the canon stuff.
Well, like they selected some of the works and said these ones are canon, or they made
No,
new things?
everything from 2014 on is all new canon.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of really good stuff in that. Like there's a lot of really good books.
All right.
I've read most of them. They're awesome. Not read, listened to on Audible. Audiobooks. I have to have people read to me. Captain Phasma is going to be back, and it looks like she's going to at least get to do something this time.
Fight a bear.
And so, yeah.
She was she kind of struck me as the Boba Fett of the
Yeah.
where it's like there's like a lot of talking going on.
No, she had too much talking to be the Boba Fett.
Yeah.
There's not mystery to her in the first movie.
How do you feel about Boba Fett?
He's a cool decoration.
Cool decoration.
Yeah, nice set piece.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
In the films, like I think he was expounded
But he's
upon
useless.
more in the expanded
Fired a rocket in the
universe and
mist.
stuff.
Yeah, he missed and then
one
he fell
thing.
into a
Sarlacc.
lagoon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, which is kind of what I feel like Captain Phasma was a similar situation, but because like they were talking about the Captain Phasma design was one of just like the unused designs for Kylo Ren, and like so that means that like I think they created the character late into the game.
Yeah.
So I think that they didn't really have her plan in the movie originally. So adding her in, they didn't have that much room for her. So they just kind of used her as like, oh, we need someone for Finn to trick into lowering, not trick,
And
just
they'll write more for her.
just
There's a lot
ask
of backlash.
nicely.
Like, here's this cool actress and this cool character, and you didn't do anything with her.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
gonna have.
They're definitely gonna make up for it in the sequel. And they're doing like books, and there was like a novel that came out and a Marvel comic like miniseries and stuff. So they're kind of expanding upon that character now.
The
Idiot.
Mickey Mouse crossover.
Yeah. So as I was talking when we were watching the trailer again, the part with Kylo and Leia, it looks like of course it's meant to look like he's targeting her. Might be, but like that might not be even the same scene.
Right.
Like the other side of it.
Him got a scar
Yep.
on his face, but it looked like him have not people.
Yeah, no people. So
What are you fucking saying? It looked like he's got some black strip over it.
Yeah, is
a
that a
horse
black
strip.
strip or is he like got some robot stuff going on?
No, it looked
No?
like
robot
because
face.
he's just got like the regular scar later.
You get a
I
sunburned
think
cheek.
I think it. Someone said I heard someone call it. I think Ken Knapsack from
Doo-doo paste?
from yeah from fucking idiot
Nothing strikes fear
from
into their
Jedi
hearts like
Council.
doo-doo paste.
He said it might be like a back to Band-Aid, like the back to tank and everything that they use. It's like like a medicinal kind of like strip kind of thing.
So he's just
Like a
hopping right back in there after this first fight.
Yeah.
All right.
But like the shot with like Leia, it appeared like like the people in the
Yeah.
background are just kind of like.
But she
walking
did look
by their
worried
business.
about something.
She did, so she could be sensing something with the Force because she's Force sensitive. Maybe he is out there and she. I mean, but because like looking at this, I'm like, is he gonna kill his mom too? Like
Whoa,
he killed his dad.
Let's back that up,
Mom?
though.
What?
Was she confirmed Force sensitive in the Disney universe, or is that from the EU stuff?
Well, there are references to it. There's a novel called Bloodline,
Okay.
which I think Ryan Johnson actually kind of worked with the author a little bit on, like not like enough to. I don't know if he was telling her stuff or
Yeah.
she was just they were kind of collaborating, so he would know stuff going into the Last Jedi. But it's really good. It's set roughly, I don't know, maybe like 10 years before the events of The Force Awakens. It's one of the closer novels to The Force Awakens, because most of the new canon stuff, because they haven't done all three of this new trilogy yet, it's mostly a lot of it's set during like the Clone Wars era or between the
How is there
first
still
two
more
trilogies.
after all the Clone Wars series? Is
I know. Well, I mean, I guess no. Most of it's set between the two.
I mean,
Like
that's how things
between
work, right? You
episode
have a
3 and
war and
4.
then everything's settled for the rest of eternity, right?
Yeah, you just get it
Just
out
got
of
to
the
do
way.
one more with Korea, and then we're in the clear.
All right, so and then the last thing. What do you? Okay, so I've heard some people speculate. Like Kevin Smith says he doesn't think that last shot. He doesn't think they're in the same place.
The
have
reaching
similar
his hand out.
backgrounds.
Yeah, I think. I mean, her background's like pretty just all black.
Yeah.
But she does have like some like kind of flamey kind of like
Yeah, he's got
lighting
those
on her
sparkles.
face.
He's got some fire. Yeah,
He's got
that's
some
what
like,
it's.
fires and stuff.
She's got the high ground.
But yeah, I think they're in the same place. But what if, like, because you just see before, like the scene before that with Snoke reaching out to her and everything, and like her getting like doing the Matrix shit, and like I think
Snoking yet?
I think maybe Kylo, like maybe he like
Mind warps her.
he betrays Snoke or something and like saves her.
Who do you think Snoke is?
I don't think Snoke is gonna be like
He's an original
You think he's just a
somebody.
dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all these theories that he's like either Ezra from Star Wars Rebels
I don't know who that
or
is.
yeah, because when I lent you Star Wars Rebels, you didn't fucking watch it.
Yeah, because I was too busy doing other grown-up stuff.
Yeah.
Watching The Flash.
Yeah. There's like theories that like it's Palpatine or it's
Mace Windu?
Darth Vader, even Mace Windu.
Darth Vader? Nah.
Yeah, because when he took off the helmet, he had this like scar kind of thing on his head, and Snoke has a scar in a similar place. So
yeah, but they burned him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They cooked him up good. So
Yeah.
it's not that.
His ghost was digitally remastered.
Yeah, but
You don't get a digitally remastered ghost and then a new Snoke body.
actually, you know, it was a white dude, so I don't think it'd be Mace Windu.
I don't know. Everyone's speculated about every character being that, just like they
Yeah.
all speculate about who Rey's parents are. It's like Obi-Wan or
Luke
it's
and
Luke
Leia
or
from
it's...
their pre-Hoth days.
Yeah.
That's why they hit her away.
Ew. You know what? Go for it. I hope that's what it is. I hope that's what it is.
It's Hollywood pushing their corrupt agenda.
I want to hear the collective gasp in the audience and then the ah.
And then just a flashback of Han's face again when he first kissed Leia, and it's like, what?
All right, we tapped out on Star Wars. Anything else we want to say about the trailer?
I got about 8 pages more material. Actually,
Parsons.
one more thing that I'm worried about, right?
What are you worried
Yeah.
about?
So the first one, all these parallels between New Hope and Awakening. I can't
The
say
Force
the title
Awakens.
right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awakening. This one, I'm worried about the Pokemon, the little ice wolf guys.
Yeah.
Are they on Hoth 2.0 right now?
I mean, a lot of people are drawing parallels to that with like the the walkers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's, instead of the regular walkers, these are like these gorilla walker
yeah, yeah.
things. They're kind of cool. And then those other ships, but I don't know. It's I mean, there's probably going to be some slight little parallels, but this movie, like seeing this trailer, like it showed you there's a lot
Diverge.
going on. It's not just a straight up.
I'll take it.
There's like some walker battle on a planet that they're probably using as a base.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably the beginning of the movie, and it might be, that's a nice homage to that. But then there's also them Rey training, or Luke training Rey and stuff like that, which is like Luke and Yoda. But anyway, you want to do some trivia?
Yeah, Parsons. Who was the effects director of photography?
Jeez, man.
No. You guys were running your mouth earlier.
Let's go back to kindergarten.
Was it Ken Ralston, B. Dennis Murin, C. Jim Villariax, or D. Splin Eddy?
That's not a word, so I'm going to go with C.
No, you're wrong and stupid.
It's B.
You're correct. You get 2 points.
I get 1 point because it was steel.
No.
He's the point master.
If we don't keep
it's...
rules like
Then what are we, damn it?
All right, fine. I'll take that one away from you.
he is Drew carrying it over there.
Grantz.
Yeah.
Iron Man is thrown back in time to the era of King Arthur with what Marvel supervillain?
Dr. Doom?
Correct.
Really? Yep. That was a complete shot in the dark. I just thought he would look cool in King Arthur times.
Yeah, he's got a cape.
And that cool Iron Mask.
All right, Parsons. When did Princess Leia say that she occasionally, maybe, liked Han Solo? A. When he was acting like a scoundrel. B. When he wasn't acting like a scoundrel. C. When he wasn't acting stuck up. Or D. When he wasn't scruffy looking. Come on, dum-dum.
When he wasn't acting like a scoundrel.
Was that
When he wasn't acting like a scoundrel.
correct? 2 points.
Yes.
See what not running your mouth gets you?
Shut up.
Was that?
Did you look handsome tonight?
Grantz.
Yeah.
What longtime foe of Henry Pym forced him to commit crimes as Yellow Jacket in order to disgrace Pym? What longtime foe?
Oh, no, multiple choice?
No.
Egghead.
Yes.
That's the only Ant-Man villain I know. All right. Pacific Rim Uprising trailer.
Parsons, you need to do better in the next round.
Yeah, well, you're giving him the easy questions.
Was that?
Asking me about scoundrels.
All right, so the Pacific Rim Uprising trailer came out. Was released at a New York Comic Con. We watched it. What did you guys think of it? Well, first of all, Parsons, did you see the first movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What did you think?
Of the first movie?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, me too. Are you a big anime guy, or any?
This is recorded, right?
Yeah.
So, like, court of law, this...
Yeah.
This will stand.
You know,
What? Was that?
Speaking to the mic.
I'm a really big anime guy.
Nerd. Get him.
I feel like, Kaminsky, our writing partner, filmmaking partner, everything. He always said, yeah, we always have to have the boo in there when his name comes up. He always says that like Pacific Rim is like the closest thing we'll ever get to like a Neon Genesis Evangelion type movie.
That's how you say that.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Kaminsky said this to you. Kaminsky said that to you. I'm about to rip all these microphones.
Yeah.
That's really pretentious.
What?
Whatever the word you just said.
He meant to say Evangelion. Sorry.
I thought that was an Evangelion.
Well.
That's what they said in the American dub.
Oh, well, let's trust all the American dubs of animes, why don't we?
Why are we the assholes? We're the ones that know what we're talking about. You just don't understand a word and say you
let's
panic.
play card game questions with Steven.
I don't understand this. I need to make fun of it.
No. Get the questions out for the anime for Steven.
Yeah, I got the anime cards, you dick. Yeah. What is Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Is the answer C?
Yeah.
It's an anime show.
Give myself another point.
Yeah, but Kaminsky turned me onto that show, and I love that anime. And but we're not gonna see. I mean, I do like the move, like Pacific Rim. It was really cool, and I was kind of bummed that Guillermo del Toro wasn't coming back for the sequel. So, but Steven S. Knight is doing it. He's the guy that was the showrunner on season 1 of Daredevil. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do with it. The trailer looked pretty interesting. There's a lot of monsters, but there's a lot of robot on robot action, like Jaegers fighting Jaegers.
I don't know about all that.
Mm-hmm.
That could be expanded upon, because in the first one, right, they were going on late night shows and talking about, oh, I got all these points for fighting this monster. So maybe if they started beating up all the monsters and they got all these Jaegers laying around and they're in this peacetime like after war, they're doing robot battles.
Also, what I was thinking, because it shows in the trailer that him and that John Boyega and Scott Eastwood, they're like their co-pilots that one year, and then later you see him with some girl. So I'm like, did maybe Scott Eastwood's character like betray them and like steal a Jaeger or something, and that's why he has to pilot with his girl for some reason or whatever?
He probably infiltrates the. He's like, yeah, I'm a kaiju. And they're like, yeah, that's cool. Just fight these guys for us.
Prove you're loyal. He just pretended to be a kaiju.
Hey, you want to be kaiju? Cut him for us.
Like that one last kaiju that like comes out, the giant one that they're all like, all right, all 4 of us have to take this one on. Yeah.
You know what they should do? They should make a super wicked big robot.
Yeah.
And then one of the other pretty big robots has to get inside that giant big old robot.
Oh shit!
Or like 2 of them.
Hold on.
2 of them because they need a co-pilot. They need to.
And you're saying you don't watch anime? You
Is that what happens?
Described the plot of Gurren Lagann.
What?
Yeah, robots getting in other robots.
That sounds like a beer.
Yeah, Gurren Lagann. Have
Stout.
a cold one. Gurren Lagann stout. For when you want to drill to the heavens. You got a couple listeners will get it. Don't worry about it.
A couple is right.
I'm interested. Like, I like the addition of John Boyega. He's playing Idris Elba's character's son.
Not the actor's son.
What?
Parsons got it.
That guy looks a lot like my dad, Idris Elba.
It's like I don't think Steven S. Knight saw the first movie.
No. This is the one where Zordon tells them to...
Aye.
That's this, right?
Kaiju are attacking.
Okay.
We need John Boyegas with attitude.
All right, I just wanted to touch on that one real quickly. Let's move on to Justice League. The Justice League trailer. That was the other big one. That's probably the second biggest after Star Wars. They were dominating social media, both of these trailers. What did you think of the Justice League trailer?
This is my favorite Justice League trailer that I've seen.
There was a lot of cool stuff in there.
Superman.
We first look at Superman, dream sequence, but it was nice to just see him in a trailer. Like,
it was such a mystery. Was he coming back? It was so ambiguous.
Well, I mean, I guess they are kind of holding that one way back because everyone was giving all kinds of shit for Doomsday and all that.
Yeah, good.
So they're like, all right, fine, we're not giving you anything.
Yeah. I wrote an article today about Blade Runner, how they didn't show a whole lot in the trailers, and that like the director was kind of defending that, and like it didn't make a whole lot of money at the box office. Like the opening weekend was kind of weak, and he defended it, and like I guess some people were saying that maybe it's because the trailers didn't give them enough to go on, and people had no idea what was going on. But like, I would rather that be the case than them show Doomsday in the in the trailer and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
I watched the I forgot to bring it, but I watched the super
the
awesome time
Ultimate
cut.
Edition. Yeah,
You're right. It does make a lot more sense.
yeah. And there's even like a couple like Superman actually helping people at the Capitol building or whatever the hell it is.
And Batman just grenade launching civilians.
Yeah.
You saw it, right? The movie.
Not the cut you're talking. Yeah.
The dude in the wheelchair that like blew up in the
Yeah.
courtroom, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. Like I thought that was his plan as well.
Yeah.
That wasn't his idea.
It makes Lex Luthor better.
Yeah.
Oh, Lex Luthor's a villain instead of just Facebook guy?
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Like it actually shows him like it makes Lois more of a reporter.
Yeah.
Rather
makes
than
Clark a reporter too, doesn't
Yeah.
He's looking into Batman.
What's the runtime on this one?
It's like 3 hours, but honestly,
Yeah.
It's weird
You gotta
that
have
it
a
makes
3-hour
it
movie
better.
sometimes.
but do you agree that like the 3 hour cut like goes by quicker? It feels like
Yeah.
it
Because you're not wasting time going, wait, why are they doing?
yeah, it feels like shorter than the other one somehow. It's like half an hour longer.
your brain's
but,
not running that engine trying to make connections between
yeah,
scenes.
and it's just the editing is better. The editing was real choppy and weird. There's so much stuff in there like Batman. The whole thing about Batman branding criminals and them getting killed in prison. Lex Luthor was paying criminals to do that,
Yeah.
and so like it wasn't Batman's
So
plan
Batman's not
to.
just a horrible person that
Yeah,
goes
he's
against
not
all
doing it
previous
so that they'll
Batman
get
lore.
killed in prison.
Right.
It's something he did. I mean, which is still pretty nuts that he's branding criminals and stuff, but he's not like
Well, I mean,
doing
they're
it
not
because
learning
he
their-
knows they'll die.
They're not learning their lesson.
Yeah,
Fool me once. Fool me twice, Batbrand.
But like I get like still part of that. The problem with that movie is like I feel like for some of their plot lines, they're going from A to C instead of from A to B. Like
Yeah.
they're taking so much longer to get somewhere rather
Yeah.
than just making it simpler.
yeah.
In the original run, not the cut you're talking.
Right. Yeah. Either
The
way.
cut
Though.
hits B.
Either
Oh,
way.
Okay.
Like
some
you got an
B-holes
example?
answered.
I mean, like I've said it before on here. Lex's idea to have those two fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're going to like story wise, like have Lex like have some kryptonite to turn Superman bad.
Like red kryptonite.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
To make Batman
Smallville style.
have like a real reason for him to fight him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They left open
Yeah.
a lot of B-holes that you'd love to see it filled. When they did jump from A to C.
really don't like you.
All right. Yeah, but back to Justice League, the trailer. There's a lot of good stuff in there. We were talking about the thing. The thing with Superman at the beginning. Someone made a great meme where it was like, so I'll take that as a yes. And she's like, what? It's like the ring, but it's Green Lantern, and it's like,
Is it the Ryan Reynolds one?
no, well, I can't really tell. It looks like it might be like a video game version of it because it's kind of obscured. It's kind of like it's not really in focus,
Yeah.
so it kind of looks real. Mm-hmm. But I really liked that.
Do you know what I was thinking of?
What?
Okay, so like when Clark comes back,
Yeah.
he can't just waltz back into the Daily Planet, right?
No,
He's
they,
gotta be,
they
like, in
reported
hiding.
that he was dead too.
So I was like, well, I mean, he's got to get another job. And then I was like, does it really matter whether or not he works at the Daily Planet?
I kind of feel like I want him to because
Yeah.
he didn't start working at the Daily Planet until the very end of Man of Steel. Mm-hmm. He didn't really establish like the classic Clark Kent identity in Man of Steel. It's weird he became Superman first in that, which is kind of strange.
Mm-hmm.
Has he ever had any other jobs in DC?
He worked at a florist for a little while.
Like in Smallville?
No, I'm just making shit up. Yeah, you were talking about one of your favorite parts, the cyborg flying. He can fly. He's like Iron Man.
And that scene featured Aquaman's
Aquaman.
big old...
Yeah.
Just nobody can see what I'm doing here, right?
No, there's no cameras in here.
Yeah. Aquaman, like him catching Aquaman in midair.
And
That-
it does my man.
Yeah. My man. Like the
mailman.
every time Rick and Morty,
Yes.
yeah, every time I hear that. What else?
Do you
was
have
there in
any
there?
what's the word?
Well, let me ask you this. So I haven't watched The Flash, right?
Yeah.
And this, it looks... Are his powers in Justice League coming from Techno Suit thing? Why does he have the metal suit?
Because it's just a stupid suit design.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really it.
I'm not a big fan of.
Okay,
I mean,
that-
I think Superman looks great, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman looks
Aquaman
fucking
for
awesome.
sure, yeah.
And Cyborg.
Cyborg
and
just
Flash,
looks a little bit
Yeah.
too.
Cyborg's a toy.
It looks
Yeah.
a little too complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that. Give me that Teen Titan Cyborg.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They go to like like the weird thing is we've never just seen like just the straight up costume of the Flash from the comics. Like
Yeah.
they didn't have to go that crazy with it because we haven't really done that. I mean, yeah, there was 2 TV shows and stuff, but we haven't seen like a big budget, you know, multi-million dollar, you know, 100, 200, 300 million dollar movie version of the costume yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think
And
they're trying to do some kind of like, oh, his super speed's not supported by any earthly materials, so he had to make this tech suit.
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought like, oh, is that going to be like the suit that like Bruce Wayne makes him?
Right.
Like
But
that would
he's
make a
already
little bit
got
more
some of
sense.
that gear when he first visits him, doesn't he, in the first trailer?
Yeah.
yeah.
But like he still has that suit, so it's like, oh, he made it.
Yeah. He's
You
just
know
some
what?
little wiener kid making super speed tech.
You know, like in Batman vs Superman, when he shows up to him, like he in that little like you know like Speed Force wormhole thing, he's like, "Am I too soon?" Like
Yeah,
kind of
he's
thing.
still wearing some kind of like football outfit.
He's wearing some kind of crazy like other like
Buzz Lightyear suit.
yeah suit, but like on the inside it looked like just a simple cloth mask. So like maybe that's what he has, you know, because. In Batman vs Superman, the only thing we saw of the Flash was that like convenience store footage, and he wasn't in his costume.
Yeah.
But we saw the costume from pretty much the costume from Justice League in Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I'm glad you mentioned the convenience store footage, because now that'll blow a hole in the only this will support my super speed theory.
Yeah.
So if
yeah.
they try to retcon it that way, and he's like, I have to wear this.
Yeah,
bullcrap.
they always say that the suit, like that's always how they like in the TV shows they just he needed the suit because he like
All his
burns
clothes
through
will-
his
yeah.
clothes
Right.
and stuff. And then once he gets the suit, then like he'll run in his normal clothes all the time, and like they just never explain it again after.
Maybe
that.
it's for like prolonged
yeah.
doing stuff. I
Like,
don't
he
know.
runs around and shit.
Speed Force, man, hell of a drug.
Yeah, pretty much. What was it? I had one more thing about it. Oh, do you have any what's the word? Not. Oh,
Drugs?
predictions for like storyline wise, like what's gonna.
This is unpopular. I don't think Superman's actually dead. Think he's going to show up?
And that'll about wrap it up for this week's amazing. I have one thought.
Yeah.
So like the cyborg is one of the mother boxes, right?
Yeah, he is one of the mother boxes, and then
I'm guessing he's gonna
Betray
be
the
turned
team.
evil for like a little bit,
Yeah.
and they're gonna have to fight him for a little bit.
you think?
Yeah, like not like a whole like 45 minutes of it, but
Yeah.
like you know, they're
Front
gonna.
end or back end?
What are you talking about?
Like when he's joining the team or
Like
later
early
on?
in the movie
Yeah.
or later?
Later in the movie, like
Yeah, I think
like
later
they're
because another thing I was gonna say, there's an alternate version of the trailer that only has like a couple little like seconds of like extra stuff that was on Instagram. But the it starts with Wonder Woman recruiting Cyborg. Like so, I guess she goes to recruit Cyborg. Batman goes to recruit Flash, and she's like, you know, like we need you, and I think you need us, like kind of thing, because he's all like, you know, Raphael, like
Yeah.
got the hoodie.
play
and
football no
like,
more.
Yeah, real sad about not being able to play football.
yeah. I feel like toward like
That's a possibility.
in
yeah.
like a key moment where they're like, oh no, now we gotta fight.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when Cyborg catches Aquaman, it's like a oh you're back
Yeah.
type. You know what I'm saying?
Like he wasn't his man. a few
yeah, but
moments
now he
before.
is.
Yeah, I
like
get
hey,
Yeah.
I'm really reading into that line.
yeah.
He should have said it questioningly instead.
My man?
And he just goes nah, and he throws him. He just spikes him.
Dark side rules.
Dark side. He just whips him up into the moon. He just
And no water up there, Aqua bitch.
Aqua bitch. My man.
The Sea of Tranquility ain't got no water. Yeah, there's just a lot of action and fights. There was that great shot of Wonder Woman standing on the statue
Yeah.
and everything. That was great. Yeah, and then there was that like great comedic bit at the end there with the bat signal. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's the bat signal. Oh, that's your." You know, it does the like. I like that kind of stuff where he just runs his mouth.
Batman just grenade launchers him.
Yeah,
So we're all assuming that like the team is going to be down at the end,
Yeah.
and they're going to be kind of like quote unquote beaten.
Yeah.
And then Superman's going to show up.
yeah.
Right.
He's probably gonna show up third act style.
I mean that's cool.
But they might find ways like I guess I never really thought about the dream sequence type thing, and we might see him throughout the movie and things like that,
Okay.
or maybe footage or stuff like that, like just to kind of remind you that Superman is a person.
And that really his superpowers were the lessons that he taught us about friendship.
Yeah. All right, what you got over there?
Do you think the little girl in the trailer is Supergirl?
Oh, little girl.
Yeah, there's a little girl in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like looking out a window.
Mm-hmm.
Is she like just a little kid like looking up at...
I thought it was just a little kid.
Yeah. Or is it Supergirl?
I think that's going to be one of those things that if they keep franchises going, they'll be like, that's totally her. Yeah, we played this all along.
Yeah.
But in the scope of the movie.
Like with Spider-Man and Iron Man 2. Like that sort of thing. You know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know it.
Yeah, that's all movies.
No, you don't.
In Iron Man 2, there's like a little kid wearing an Iron Man mask, and he's like all the robots, all the
Yeah, Batman gives him the telescope.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He became the king of Westeros.
Nerds.
Yeah. I don't know. I still think that's Supergirl that he's looking at in that hologram thing.
I don't know.
So she would be older. Like doesn't look like a little girl's leg.
Oh.
And don't look like a big old man's leg either.
It could just be part of his leg.
No, you see the whole leg.
I don't know if you do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You gonna have a leg expert on here next time?
I'm pretty sure Alfred's talking to that green
leg
lantern.
expert.
Dude, if you look in the reflection of his glasses, there's like a little green dot.
No, there's not.
Bro, I'm telling you. Pull it up on the thing.
We've done this before. We're not pulling up the trailer again.
Ask Parsons.
Right.
Pull it up.
Yeah, there was a trailer. I saw it.
I'm not pulling up the trailer.
I'm telling you, there's a green dot in Alfred's glasses.
All right,
I guess you'll have to find out next time.
He keeps banging this whole fucking Green Lantern drum.
Yeah.
That like saying that like that
Green Lantern's dead. Dead and gone. They murdered him with that Ryan Reynolds movie. He's not coming back.
Yeah, he keeps saying, like, you saw the last trailer where Alfred's like, oh, like, they said you'd come or something like that, and everyone's led to believe he's talking to Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Steven thinks he's talking to Green Lantern, and I don't think.
Well, okay, who else is out of Justice? Like the original Justice League group, right?
Yeah,
Green
I mean,
Lantern, he's in it.
Green Lantern's the next one, and they didn't. He's not part
Blue
of
Beetle.
the.
No. Static Shock.
Nope.
I think it's like one of the like way
Scraping
way
bottom barrel there.
Batman Beyond.
Hawk
Jimmy
and
Olsen.
Dove. So glad you could come.
Maybe there's a peaceful resolution to Darkseid.
No.
Yeah, I think it's just Superman. It would be dumb. Like I think Green Lantern is going to have a cameo in the movie, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's going to be significant enough for him to join the battle at the end.
That would be good against the whole everybody already knows Superman's coming back thing.
Yeah.
Right? Green Lantern's a real surprise. If they do that.
Yeah,
Especially if they leave clues for super detectives like Steven. Right? Nobody else on the entire internet has had this thought yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not a one. I am it.
Yeah. Alright, so this episode went a little long, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half, release the first half around Monday or Tuesday, and then later on in the week we'll drop the second half of the episode. Hope you enjoyed this episode with our good friend Chris Parsons. We've known Chris since high school, going way back, 10 plus years at this point. Jesus, 10 plus years. So we're really excited to have him come on the website and start writing some video game-based articles. He's a huge gamer, as you'll hear more about in the next episode, part 2. So come back later on this week to hear the rest of that chat with Chris. Alright, so if you like this episode, please do us a favor and subscribe to The Amazing Nerdiverse on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher app, and leave us a review. This is the most important thing you can do to help us out and help people find our show. If you're watching on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment down below. Share the show with your friends on social media. Follow us on Facebook.com/TheAmazingNerdiverse, on Instagram @AmazingNerdiverse, and on Twitter, I am @Jeff_Grantz, Steven is @Steven Tukert, and we are @NerdiversePod. And finally, go to TheAmazingNerdiverse.com for all that and very little more. And for Steven Tukert and Chris Parsons, I'm Jeff Grantz. We'll catch you right here next time in The Amazing Nerdiverse. Hit 'em!
And scene.